Here's Charlie Dickens, chapter 72, entitled Fun. The next morning he had a lovely breakfast with Mary and Charlie. There were no arguments and no tense atmosphere. It was so peaceful that Tinker could hear the birds singing outside. Tinker had never known such serenity. The pain in his body was lessening and he began to smile. "What are you going to do on this lovely sunny morning?" said Mary as she poured more tea. Charlie remembered that he always liked going to the golf course in the summer and that the change would be good for them both. Tinker agreed. The last thing he wanted was to go home and meet the wrath of his father. Little did he know that he'd never see him again. Once again they walked through the familiar streets and into the woods. Tinker felt so happy that he didn't feel the pain in his arms and back. He'd never been to the golf course before, but he wasn't sure what they were going to do as they had no golf clubs or even golf balls. Charlie read his thoughts. "Don't worry," he said. "We can watch them play from the safety of the woods." The further into the woods they ventured, the clearer the sounds became. They could clearly hear the thwack of the ball and the shouts of the men. It was intriguing and exciting. Finally, they sat on a log and they could see the fairway through the gaps in the trees, and they were confident that they couldn't be seen. It was good camouflage. "There are many well-to-do people who play golf," Charlie explained, "and the last thing they would want was to be distracted by youngsters like us," he said. Tinker laughed in agreement. "It looks as neat as a carpet," said Charlie in amazement, and Tinker had to agree with him. He'd never seen grass look so clean or neat. It almost didn't look real. The grass he was used to seeing was muddy, scraggly, and long. This was like a carpet. They could see a group of men in funny clothes like clowns, slowly making their way down, swinging clubs and whistling, looking so happy. "What?" said Charlie. "He's going to hit the ball." Tinker watched in awe as the man took out his shiny club and he had a hard swing. And he took a hard swing. The ball sailed like a boiled egg into the blue sky, and it dropped onto the green like a welcome present. "Wow," said Charlie as the ball rolled past them and came to a beautiful stop 50 yards away from the flag. "Great shot," said Tinker. "I don't know how they do it," he said. The men came down the hill swinging and smiling. As they walked past Charlie and Tinker, they didn't see them, hidden behind the trees, and they walked past without a care in the world. And Charlie looked disappointed. "Don't worry," said Tinker. "There'll be more people. Just wait and see." And he was right.